Hey guys, I'm very sorry that I haven't uploaded anything in so long, but I have been so busy and I always take it as an excuse, but I swear this time it was worse than ever. I had I didn't even have time for myself. I just always had to do something, and even now, like I came home, I had to cook, and then I had to sit on my laptop and do some stuff, even though the whole day I was already working because I started a new job. I mean, I don't want to say my life is bad, not at all. Like, really best time of my life, but then also it's really exhausting because I'm just tired. I haven't slept a lot, but I want to tell you a few things. A few updates in my life, and then I got a comment. By the way, this is one of the best chocolate bars, and yeah, I just ate some of it. So I got a comment when you know when to move, when you know that you can move again. And so I would say if you really have the urge to move and you are absolutely sure that it's not just because you want to like lose weight or anything in that direction. If you really just feel so energetic that you want to go out and like run and hug trees and stuff like that, that's when I would say yes, do exercise again. But don't do exercise because you feel like, "Oh, I need to get healthy or something like that." Really, just if you feel like, yeah, you know what, I have so much energy, I just want to go outside and run around. That's when at least that's what worked for me. And then moving on, I want to talk a little bit about patience because I have been very, very patient the past years of my life. And I talked with a girl at my work today. She has had like an operation for her jaw, but like a horrible operation. You cannot even surgery, not operation, sorry, surgery. Really, she said like every single jaw surgery there is, she had to do it combined, and like she had 30 I don't even know how it's called, like 30 metal thingies in her jaw, all over her jaw, and really, really horrible. Her whole face was swollen, and she looks different now than before, and blah blah. So she's really, it has had a great impact, and she was talking about it, and I just felt so understood because she was talking about like really having to accept the new you and like really not feeling okay in front of others because you just don't like the change and blah blah blah. And so it reminded me so much of my overshoot phase or my whole ED recovery phase. For the first few months I was not overshot at all. I was actually still pretty light, but I was super uncomfortable. It was just because I changed and I had everything in my mind. And so first tip, work on your mental stuff. So really do your affirmations and go through why you don't feel worthy enough, why you feel like you need to lose weight, why blah blah blah. And then accompany this with just eating a lot, not moving, just chilling your life, and yeah, allowing yourself to be lazy because there's gonna be so much to come. But recovery really is about like finding yourself, finding your peace. It's not about being productive at all. You have this 1 or 2 or 3 years where you really have to let go of everything, and then afterwards everything can come into your life and you can really start through, but you just have to give those years and be patient with it. I tell you, I was so unhappy, and I was so impatient. I was just waiting each and every day to start losing my overshoot weight and blah blah blah. And now here I am. It's exactly, is it 3? Yeah, 3 years ago I started my recovery. in September 2019 or maybe August 2019. I don't even remember. I think August I still struggled a lot, and then September I started to eat more, and then I think towards November I got my period back. And then at some point, like in summer 2020, I started to actually allow extreme hunger, and then 2021 was just like end of 2020 and start to mid to like 3/4 of 2021. I was really overshoot, and then I started losing weight, and now it's August 2020, and I'm very stable since I would say like half a year. I've been pretty much the same, and it's nearly exactly my pre-ED weight, so the weight I was at 18 when my ED started. So very natural, and I promise you I never restricted myself. I really always eat whatever the fuck I crave. I eat a lot. For example, in my office I see that I snack a lot more than other people, and I'm also very proud of myself for allowing myself to snack, because that was always a real struggle. But yeah, now it's all good. And then I got into a relationship with, honestly, I know every girlfriend says that about her boyfriend, because I was very unsure for a long time, but now it's just literally perfect. Because he's a very special person, because he's very rational, so he thinks a lot, and he has had a very hard time to just listen to his heart. He actually didn't know how to do it. He was never in love, and he's now nearly 25 years old, so he was 24, and he never fell in love. He was just really protecting his heart, and he was like, oh, I cannot show feelings and not have feelings and blah blah blah. And now I had a lot of patience with him. And I think he doesn't understand that, because for me as a woman, I am used to guys really making effort to speak to me, and not me having to have so much patience with a guy. But when I tell you, it's like with recovery, like really the most difficult path was the most worth it. Like I knew, somehow I knew we were gonna be super just a great match, and we really are. I don't know anyone who I would, it's just each and every minute that we spend together, we have to laugh or smile, or it's just really just the best time. We never or barely ever fight. We're so happy in each other's company, and I'm pretty introvert in the sense of I get tired of people very quickly, and I don't with him. So it's just very, and now he's starting to, not starting, he already has started, like since we actually officially got together, he's been so cute and like really not afraid of showing emotions and feelings and affection anymore, and it's like a whole new person but just better. And so it kind of all goes back to really being patient, trusting the process, giving it time. You don't have to rush anything in life. You have such a long life. Why would you have to rush it? Really just trust it, go through maybe the hard times, and just do it. It will end up great, I promise. And if it's not meant to be, it's not meant to be. Point. There's something better waiting for you. So that's kind of my message. I am currently really busy, so don't expect me to upload. I think this weekend I actually have some more time, because my boyfriend's away. I never thought I would end up being this type of girl, but really, if you're in love, you just want to spend all day with your significant other. So when I'm not at work and not busy with friends or organizing something, I'm always with him. And so yeah, obviously when I'm with him, I'm not talking about ED stuff and uploading it on YouTube. By the way, I still haven't opened up to him about it. I don't know why. It's just I think he will have a very hard time understanding it, because naturally extremely skinny. He's actually struggling to gain weight. He wants to gain weight. And so for him, it's really hard to understand that there's people like that losing weight is difficult, first of all, because his best friend is overweight. And he doesn't understand why his best friend doesn't just lose weight. And like he doesn't understand that it's actually pretty a complex topic. And so when I now come and tell him about me having had an ED, even though I probably at that time was bigger than him because he's just super skinny, I don't know, all of that would be very difficult to explain to him. But he is the best. He always has an open ear and everything, but it's just, I think, a little bit of a process. And at one point, I wanted to talk about it to him because I think, I don't know why, something was happening. He said something, and I just got triggered, I think. Because sometimes he makes jokes about, or even I make jokes about me being fat, like especially compared to him. Because if he were like the normal, I would be fat. Even though I'm not fat at all, I'm just normal. But next to him, everyone looks big. So I think something was about that. Or maybe, yeah, I think we were talking about him sometimes making comments about big people. And I just really got really into it, and I was like really defending big people. And at some point he was like, why are you like talking as if you were big or fat or whatever? And what I don't understand, like he knows what I looked like a year ago, so he should know why it offended me so much. Okay, sorry, I got confused. So in that moment I thought about telling him, but then I don't know, I want to tell him because sometimes he also makes comments about like healthy foods and stuff, and I really don't like that, so I will have to tell him something just for him to stop making such comments. But it's going to be very difficult, and I really have a hard time talking about it. But I know if I talk about it with him, I would have to really tell him that he has to give me time to explain everything, because for so many people the concept is so new and they have such opinionated, or they're so opinionated about EDs. For example, today I was talking to a girl and she also studies psychology, and like she was so convinced that an ED is only in your head. And then I was like, yeah, but also a big part of recovery is just eating a lot and blah blah. And she was like, yeah, but in the end it's all in your head. And I was like, yeah, girl, it's also biological. But I didn't even try to argue with her because that's what she learned in school, and she never had any issues, so she doesn't know by herself. And I do. I have had a lot of issues, and the only thing that really helped was just fucking eating a ton. So yeah, trying to explain that to people that have no idea and have never experienced anything, and also the concept of binging, and I don't know, it's really difficult to explain. So I will really have to have a moment where it's very appropriate. But yeah, because 1 year ago actually pretty much 1 year ago I told my best friend about it, and I had to cry. But I think now I'm much further because I'm really over it. Like today, as I said, I talked with this girl about my ED, not in depth. I just mentioned that I used to have one, and like that I related to her with her swollen face and blah blah blah, because I gained so much weight and I had the same thoughts like, oh my god, what are people are gonna think of me, blah blah blah. And so yeah, I'm now quite able to open up to people, but then people who are really close to me, it's so difficult for me to talk to them about it. I don't know why, because it still makes me very vulnerable, I think, and with people that I don't know, I don't care too much. But with people that I know, it's a whole different story. Anyway, I wish you such a loving relationship that I have because it's the best thing ever. But if you're still single, trust me, I was single until I actually started to like myself and accept myself. And then, I don't know, it just attracts people. It doesn't, I mean, of course, it matters a little what you look like, but if you have the right person, trust me, character and confidence and like your vibes are the most important thing. And yeah. Anyway, I love y'all and I hope you're still sticking through your recovery and you're getting through with it. I believe in you. It's really tough, but you can do it. I trust you. Bye.